Hi Cancer, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Cancer, this is your general reading. I've asked for messages from the universe, from source, and today's date is number is the 20th of May, and I'm incorporating the frequency of the number into your reading. So 20 for me is all about really an upgrade, because it's like a 2.0 version of yourself, and we have a 20-20-20 situation today, so it's very much an alignment, and the number 2 itself is all about conversation, communication, and relationships, and the 0 is coming full circle, or something that is like never ending, the never ending circle of life, really. So beautiful foundation for your reading. So Cancer, let's see specifically what's going on for you for the very near future is what I asked about. I'm using the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland, but it's not a typical tarot reading. I don't know tarot. I'm using the images of the cards, so I'll get my intuition going, and it's a bit more fun for you to watch. It flipped, but it didn't come out. Cancer. Cancerian. Interesting. This feels like a really different energy from the previous readings. I think that's one. There you go. It might indicate that something, it might sound weird and cryptic, but to some it might not. It might be pure understanding. Something might have come out, something might be shown to you, something like that, but still it's not revealing itself. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody. It's like something's right there, but it's not revealing itself just yet. Just a bit more time, okay? Yeah, this is a different vibe. Cancer. So we're starting with number 4, and 4 is your heart center, is your heart matter. Your heart is in on it. Your heart likes the whatever it is that you're doing, the situation, and it's a new foundation. It says discontent and boredom on the bottom. I'm not heavily drawn there. What I feel, yeah, there might be a slight frustration. Like you're slightly frustrated, Cancer. I do apologize. The program reverses the image of the card. I'm keeping it in for now. The rainbow is coming in. Like the rainbow is shining through all of these, what looks like a jail situation. Or these, I don't know, something about feeling locked in, or feeling like you can't get something to move or get something going. There's a slight frustration here. Everything is right outside your window. It's really, really green. There's a castle in the back there. It's like the dreams, the land of dreams is just right outside your window, and it really is seeping in as well. So I think this thing, like something's being shown to you, but it hasn't quite revealed itself to you. It might be you, Cancer. It might be you that just needs to turn it around. You need to just do almost like a 180 situation here. You might just need to look at something from a different perspective, or you might need to have like a different approach to something, or even a different viewpoint. I understand that it's tough to all of a sudden shift a viewpoint of something, because it's a point of view. It's not a point of view, but it's YOU. It's you. It's a point of view. It's a perspective of you. So you don't all of a sudden just shift that. It takes quite the person, and I don't know if it's even possible. Because you've had first of all, the law of attraction won't allow you to, because everything is being focused in one place, because you've been focusing there for a while. But I feel like the the while that you've been focusing there and that you've been wanting this, whatever this is, to shift for you, it has started to accumulate outside your window. It has started to come in for you, but it's not revealed just yet. But it's right there, and it's so close, and it's seeping in, and it's showing its face to you. And so if you're sort of snapping out of it, I might sound a bit harsh here, but if you're snapping out of it a bit, Cancer, and sort of start to smell the flowers a bit and start to look out the window and see actually how gorgeous it is, it's going to take you minutes to start to manifest into your life what it is that you want. There's a green border, so it speaks about the wholeness of you, it speaks about the heart center, it speaks about something that might have been a bit up in the air before, that maybe was in need of a bit of healing, that has taken place. And now you're just waiting to see some results. You're waiting to see where something is going, and you're a bit frustrated. So if you're trying to let go of that frustrated feeling and instead look out the window. I just have to say that I see a D, like the letter D. If that is an indication for some of you guys, I learned not to keep anything out anymore, even though how silly it sounds. There might be a D person in your life. Then we have number 7. So there's a completion of something. We have patience and planning here. So it's like discontent and boredom, patience and planning, frustration. There is a situation here that you feel is not coming to fruition fast enough or soon enough. We have a blueprint. Cancer, you might be dealing with a Libra. You can also be dealing with a Gemini as well. There's like a blueprint situation here. The pillar here is sort of a sketch. It's like you drew this sketch of how you want it to look. And here's the real thing. Here's the authentic reality version of that. So it has started to come in, even though it's not fully there. It's not fully in its glory. It's not fully in front of your face, but it has started to show its face to you. It really has. And I understand that this has, because it's being shown as seasons in the back here. It's like this is shifted or changed over the seasons. So I understand that this hasn't been like a over the weekend thing. This has been a long time coming, manifesting this. But the focus is that it is coming. Cancer, if you need validation that something in your life that you've been waiting on is coming, it is. You're laying a new foundation as well. We have the number 4 here, which is also foundation. And then we have the red border, which is a foundation. So you're laying some sort of new foundation. You're planning something new. It's like a new solid ground, new core level, new core information. And on the 7th day, he rested. It's like you built and built and built this over 6 days. Your struggle is just so long. So over 6 days, you built this beautiful reality for yourself internally. And on the 7th day, he rested. So on the 7th day, like, you're not supposed to do anything more now, but to sit back and relax and sort of enjoy what it is that you created, and almost let the rest of it sort of fall into place. Just let it happen. Let it be very natural. And yes, you're being asked to be patient right now, and there's some planning going into it, but I think that the planning has already taken place. And if you're just sort of allowing now for things to unfold in the way that you are ready for, and you might argue straight away, say, I've been ready for this like for so long. Had you been ready for it, it would have happened by now. To trust that you're not letting in. There's also something about other people here. Other people being ready for something. Other people be ready to hear the news. Ready for the consequence. To be sort of considerate of other people. And usually I'm like a spokesperson that you need to do what's right for you. And if you just follow that path, do what's right for you, everything else sort of will fall into place. But for instance, I would say, like, in terms of my little boy, my 2-year-old, my 20-year-old as well, but mainly my 2-year-old, I would say that what's best for me is what's best for him, because there's almost no separation. Very, very unhealthy. No, it's not. But it's like, you know, you have such strong wanting for your children that if it works for them, it works for you. If it works for you, it works for them. It's like that when they're that young, we still haven't cut the umbilical cord, which is navelsträng in Swedish. So is that attachment still, but it's like, it's no sacrifice, it's no compromise, it's no, because it's such an easy choice. Something of that is going on here. So whether you have really young children or you have a 35-year-old living at home and still feel the same way, no judgment. Or this is like people around you, or you wanting to do something that will shift things for, like, if you have a business or like a company or something and you want to go sort of a bit of a different path, what does that do to your employers or whatever this is in your life? It could be something completely different from that. It's a general reading. So whatever, you know, is going on for you, there's something to it that needs a bit of planning and needs a bit of patience. And if you are thinking, what the is going on? Why does it not manifest sooner than this or faster than this? It's because this particular moment, it has to do with other people as well. And you're going to see, as you've always been, if you look back, you always come to understand that sometimes you're so happy that things didn't play out the way you thought was the best way for it. Then further down the road is like, thank God that didn't happen. But in the moment, it's like, can it just please happen? But it's the same thing here. You need some patience here, Cancer. And just sort of cheer up in the meantime to just feel happy about where you're going. The only reason you would feel frustrated is because the wish you have or the wanting you have, you might think it's not going to happen. There's no way ever that there's a frustration if you're 100% sure that something will happen. If you have a wish or a wanting and you know for 150% fact it's going to happen, there's no frustration, there's no boredom, there's no needing patience. Then it's just fun, because you know everything will work out exactly the timing that it's supposed to. It's the same with this. It will. It's a done deal, and get a bit excited about it. That will speed things up as well. Laying a new foundation. I couldn't say that any clearer, because now we have the base chakra here, which is the base, like the base energy center of you, where the foundation is. We're building security, solidity. You don't say that, do you? Solidness. You're building a solid foundation, and you're building something that feels very rock solid to stand on. And it literally could be a house, a new foundation, like a house. But this is first and foremost more internal than external. The external will follow it. The external is always a beautiful consequence of whatever is going on the inside. Maybe not so beautiful at times, depending on what's going on the inside. But what you're planning for here, what you're doing here, is really gorgeous. And the only one who's sort of just missing out, wow, a bit noisy. Do apologize if that picks up heavily in the microphone. The only person who's sort of missing out a bit on the fun facts that is going on right now is you, Cancer. There's something that has you feeling a bit defeated, a bit out of sorts, a bit off. And it really is unnecessary. And not only unnecessary, it's not helping. I think you're feeling a bit down and out, or a bit off, or a bit frustrated because you're thinking it takes too long, and it makes you question things. It makes you feel like maybe this is not coming about, or maybe this is not supposed to happen, or You can step out of those thoughts and feelings because it is happening. It's happening as we speak. It's a new beginning. We have number one here. It's a new beginning. You're starting something over, but you needed to lay the foundation first. I said something, I think it was Pisces, the last reading for Pisces or something, that I started to talk about the foundation as well. How the foundation is so freaking important, and how you would want, if somebody's building a house for you, something is being planned or orchestrated for you to live in with your family for the future. You wouldn't want them to rush to just get it done and have it be half and half or so and so. You would want them to lay a really firm foundation for you to be able to really, that foundation is really supporting you. You don't want that house to fall down after 2 days and kill everybody. You want it to be really solid and really good and really firm. And that's what you're doing as well. You're laying a solid, firm foundation. And it might take a bit longer time, but it's worth it. It's so worth it. So sort of put on a piece of like good music and get out of your funk. You're laying a new foundation, and it's in need of that time. There's really not much more for you to do than to just feel excited about the fact that it's coming. And you're starting to see evidence of it. It's starting to show its face, is what I'm getting. What else for Cancer? Sorry if I sound a bit harsh. I always want to sort of deliver a very uplifting and inspiring message. There's a bit of a harsh energy over this. Almost all the cards are coming like face down. This is like it's there, but you really can't see it. So just give it time. The card is saying the waiting game. Don't kill the messenger here. I'm just the messenger. Okay. So the waiting game. This is you laying not only a new foundation, this is you learning how to skip timelines. That's really, really, I mean, some people don't even know what timelines are or how to skip them or how to use them. I'm not sure I know either, if that was unclear. Maybe it sounded like I was a master of timelines. The thing is that you put down the seed, it has taken root. It has grown into this beautiful tree or bush or whatever you want to call that. It's already done. That's what I said. It's a done deal. You don't have to question whether something is something that you want or something that you've been planning for or waiting on forever. If it's going to happen, if it's going to be in your experience, you don't have to doubt that. It's a done deal. It's already done. But it's sitting in a time glass. Time glass. I think it's called a time glass. It's sitting in this like time portal almost. I was going to say nästan in Swedish. That is waiting for the perfect time, for the perfect coming together of everything. It's almost like an overnight shift. I understand that it's not an overnight shift in the fact that you've been working on this and towards this for such a long time, but it feels like it's almost like you can't see it, you can't see it, you can see it. It's a bit frustrated because you feel like it should be there, you feel like it maybe is there, but you can't see it, and all of a sudden you see everything. All of a sudden just falls into place and you will see everything. We have number 2 there. Again, strong emphasis on number 2 because today's date is 2, and so it's conversation, communication, and relationships. And we have a purple border which speaks about the spiritual side of you, how you're connecting in with yourself, you're connecting in with your intuition, and it's like you can call these like ripple effects. You can call it different dimensions or timelines that it's like you're laying down a new route almost. There's a new foundation again. And it's like if you chose this timeline before, that might have been a timeline where you're not so happy. You can all of a sudden decide, not all of a sudden, you can decide that you all of a sudden will just jump a timeline, which almost allows for you to, if there's an incident in your life and you don't like it, instead of just repeating it or talking to other people about it or just whatever that is, there's a situation where you can just decide, wait, I'm just going to choose something different from now on because I don't want to stay in this anymore. And I feel like that's something that you're practicing right now or being pushed to practice. But it's a done deal. It's happening. It's a timing around this because it serves you and others. Okay? I'm going to continue in the extended pull cards and see if we can have like a solution for you, or whatever is going to come out. I'm going to pull more cards on the situation. So if you feel like you resonate with this, you probably will resonate with the extended. Then if you're interested in that, the link is in the description box down below. If this is where we go our separate ways, then thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you back soon. Take care, Cancer.